Gemini, you are up for the general tarot energy reading. There is no date on this particular reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now, let's talk about this. The title of this reading is, I guess, Overcoming the Brainwashing, or something along those lines. The reason I said that is because one of the things that I picked up throughout all of this is I feel somebody has convinced you that you aren't you. And it's one of those things where if somebody says something, it's like, oh, for example, let's say that you like to draw and you're around someone regularly. Let's just say a family member. And they're like, oh, your drawings really aren't that good. Maybe you'll be good one day. Something like that. And they're constantly saying that to you. And they've said it for like a year. And now you're telling yourself, oh, well, my drawings aren't that good, but they're going to be good one day. When really, your drawings are amazing. It's just this particular person has told you that your drawings aren't that good, and they've said it regularly. So you believe them. And this isn't the case. I'm using that as an example. I feel that for some of you, again, take what resonates, leave what does not. I feel some of you have let certain people say things to you on a regular basis, and it's pretty much brainwashed you into believing, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that is right. When really, that's not it. So now, it's time to be honest with yourself. And the reason I believe some of you have allowed this to happen is partly for keeping the peace, where you necessarily don't want conflict and stuff, but also because you haven't really believed in yourself. You haven't believed in you and what you can do and what your skills are. This card says, the Oracle card number 5, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth. Then let Source take it from there. So be honest with yourself. Now, the second Oracle card, and it's actually number 2, that comes out says, angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. So you're going to be healed during this period. You're about to receive more strength during this period. I just heard in my head that Whitney Houston song, I didn't know my own strength. Some of you didn't know that you were as strong as you are. Now you're about to see it. The third Oracle card that came out, number 13, get your power back. There may be something of significance on the 13th, whether it's January 13th, February 13th, so on and so forth. There may be something significant on the 13th. Get your power back. You have forgot. Also, I just heard in my head, somebody might be moving on the 13th. If you're not moving on the 13th, you may receive a notification like a phone call or something, or an email of an approval to move. Meaning like if you submitted a rental application, or if you apply for a loan or a mortgage to get a place, then it's a possibility you may receive the answer on the 13th. Just throwing it out there. Now it says, get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Let me read this again because I feel the people in the back need to hear it. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Get your power back. Now, let's talk about the clarification cards of these. So, first card to come out is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be a defeatist attitude, meaning that you've already given up before you started. It can also be winning at all costs. Somebody might have that energy around you. It can also be gossip. Don't forget, swords are about thoughts and communication. Air sign energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So, for this, I honestly feel, Gemini, you just need to get out of your head. You have a victory in front of you because you have the Chariot card. Some of you might see significant gains during Cancer season because the Chariot is Cancer's card in the tarot deck. And those gains may come through balancing things out. One of the other cards, speaking of balancing, is the Princess of Disc. And this particular card is about grounding. Now, if you notice, she's holding up a disc, but doesn't it look like the moon? And also how she's looking up, almost like she's making an offering. This is becoming more grounded, more balanced. This is moving forward. This is with the Chariot. The Chariot doesn't stop for anybody. The Chariot is pretty much unstoppable. It keeps going. So you don't want to be in its way. With the Princess of Pentacles, this is about approaching things in a balanced way. That's what this is about. This is also giving over whatever you have to the divine, is what that's about. Again, the energy, Ace of Wands, that healing that this was talking about. Getting your power back. That's what this is. This is the energy given to you. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. Temperance is also a healing card. This is Sagittarius energy. Some of you might end up meeting a Sagittarius. Sagittarians and Geminis usually get along pretty well. There might be a Sagittarius. If there isn't a Sagittarius in your life, there may be a Sagittarius that you end up meeting that will contribute to your healing. So keep that in mind. Take what resonates, leave what does not. But what this is, especially with this wand, is breaking, removing, overcoming the brainwashing that has happened where people or a person has said stuff to you and over time you just started to believe it. And now, as you are taking your power back, you are seeing now you hold the power. You hold the power now. And what they say can no longer influence you. I feel like there was a point where you could be influenced by certain people, maybe because you respected them for their age or their wisdom or their knowledge or whatever. And let me tell you something. There are a lot of wise and knowledgeable people in the world. However, just because they're wise and knowledgeable does not mean they're wise and knowledgeable about everything. It's just not possible. Yes, there are people who have a large amount of knowledge on many things, but they can't be knowledgeable about everything. And I feel for some of you, if this is resonating, this person may be very, very wise, very intelligent, very knowledgeable and know things, but for the things that they brought up to you, the things that they were giving advice on or making comments on, opinion, what have you, I don't feel they knew as much about it as someone who might be an expert in it. Just saying. But now you're starting to see, okay, I have more to offer than what they're saying. There may be more to this than what they're saying. So now you're taking back your power in overcoming the brainwashing. And that is your message. Until next time, Gemini, Happy New Year and be blessed.